Hey people, quick hits for May 12th, thelinebackers.com. I want to start off with Roger Clemens and his awesomeness. Does anyone believe this guy anymore? I mean, I I just believe that 95% of his credibility is gone. I mean, I cannot believe a word he says. It's a shame because I feel like he's a shell of what he used to be, and I think that a lot of us during the late end of his career just wanted to believe that he really was that good, and maybe didn't want to see the truth behind everything. Um, starting off, I mean, it just sucks to see all of the guys. Someone said last last 10 home run leaders, five of them have been caught using steroids. Um, that's just ridiculous. That's who do you even look up to these days? You know, I'm just waiting for my favorite players to show up using steroids, and it's just so disappointed. Manny, I read through his little story last couple days, and there's just they were gonna get him anyways. I mean, honestly, there's no way this guy did not take steroids. I mean, probably the female hormones probably would have given that away because, much as Manny looks like a woman sometimes, he shouldn't be taking that stuff anyways. Um, totally believe the fact that he took steroids. Very disappointed. I would have rather seen him live out his contract, hitting 10 home runs a season, than have done that. At least, he would have done it the honest way, and we would never have to really wonder. But now we're just gonna have to think back. How far back has he been taking steroids? Um, Andy Pettit and Roger Clemens is just the ongoing saga here. So your buddies, and one of you gets the other one in court, and you don't talk to them about it. I mean, really good teammates, really good friends there, huh? I don't get it. And this whole, I think Roger thinks this whole misremembers thing is cute, but really he just looks like an idiot. He really just looks like an idiot. And I don't think he really cares. He's never been one to really care about his perception that much. Um, he's tried to clear up his name before, but I just don't. It's not gonna happen, Roger. You did steroids. Just come out and admit it. We'll all get over it, and maybe we can move on, and maybe you will get into the Hall of Fame. I'm not so sure he gets in with this big cloud looming over him. I mean, the worst part is that the 2% of me that actually thinks maybe he didn't do steroids believes that he's just getting screwed by his generation. I mean, everyone around him has been doing steroids, so why would he not have been doing steroids? Even if he hadn't been, why would he be the exception to the rule? Um, but sometimes, you just gotta look by that. I don't think he did it the clean way. I hate for the five Roger fans that are left out there. I really hate to say it. I just don't. I don't think he did it cleanly. He cheated, and it sucks. But if everyone else did it, you kind of have some justification there. I still think he should have done it. I don't think anyone should have done it. I've never condoned it. Anyways, I kind of come on this little clip and apologize for jinxing the Braves yesterday. They said they were doing good, and as soon as I said out of my mouth, I knew they. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I knew I had screwed them. So, of course, they walking around last night in the 10th to lose the game. Um, bullpen really just needs to get it together. Anyways, Braves are doing terrible. Hopefully, that means they'll win a couple games. Went to the Spring Classic last night. UGA, Georgia Tech, Turner Field. For any of you guys that live in Atlanta, it's a great thing to go to. It's $10. Goes to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Um, you get to sit wherever you want in Turner Field, which is a huge luxury. I mean, there's not a bad seat on that lower deck. We sat right behind the third base. Had a couple balls come right at us. It's kind of cool to see these college kids hitting a big park. Um, saw, only saw one home run, but saw a couple long hits. It's interesting to see how different the game is at the college level than it is at the pro level. It just seems like the balls were flying off those bats, and it kind of looked a little bit softball-y. Also, I was watching UGA, and did they just not believe in pitching matchups? righty versus righty, lefty versus lefty. It seems like every pitching change they made, they pulled out a lefty on a righty or a righty on a lefty. It just didn't make any sense to me. But clearly I don't have a managing job, so it's not my choice to make that decision. But either way, they won the game. The one cool thing that I will say about the game is that you could sense a little of that 45-42 feeling in the stadium. There were shirts everywhere. There's 3 or 4 poster boards that had it on it at the stadium. It was really nice to see Tech, really get on that victory. And UGA fans were not happy about that. I think that this, as the year progresses, and they see that more and more often, and see how it's affected the Georgia Tech fan base, then I think that this will start to become a little bit more of a rivalry. They're not going to look at Auburn, and they're not going to look at Florida, and not going to look at those teams for a rivalry game. They might actually start looking at us, especially if we beat them a couple more times. Um, just as promised or as hoped for, the Lakers finally put it in gear and beat down Houston. Just without Yao, it's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen for Houston. Um, I'd like to say that you know they're gonna come out of this and that they have a chance against LA, but I mean it was just a very dynamic attack, supportive. Um, you look at the numbers, everyone, it's kind of a distribution. It's not Kobe going off for 40. I think he had like 26. Um, everyone, and then there's 4 or 5 other guys that are in double digits. So I mean that really helps, and that really they're back to playing Laker basketball, so it appears. And beat down by 40. That's what it should be almost every game against these guys, especially without Yao. With Yao, it becomes a little closer. It's a little harder for them. That's pretty much all I got. It was a kind of a fun day yesterday. Not a whole lot to talk about, but sure made some time. Hope you enjoy.